A39 Monday morning, A34 northbound, about 17 miles shy of the M40. I started at 2:30 this morning. Early start, which meant that I had to go in. Well, I didn't have to go in. No one forced me. But I slept in the truck last night. I went into the yard so that I wouldn't have to get up. You know, if I have to start at 2:30 in the morning and I'm at home, that's me getting up at 12:30, just after midnight. Fucking ridiculous, isn't it? You know, I can't do that. So I came into the yard and got my head down about 9 o'clock, and then my alarm went off about 2:15, which gives me enough time to get up, sort my life out, have a brew, vehicle checks, and be on the docks for just after 3 o'clock. Which I was, and I was about an hour and a half, I suppose, hour 20, something like that, on the docks, and then head up here. So the plan is today, go to Wellingborough, unload, go to Wellingborough to unload. Sorry, I just killed a mosquito, fucking thing. Yeah, Wellingborough. Fucking I'll spit it out. Get there, unload, and then I've got to reload off of junction 1 of the M5. So it's about an hour and a half to get across there. But it's not until 2 o'clock. Now bear in mind I start at 2:30. This unload shouldn't take too long, so I'm going to be getting over there earlier and hoping to get loaded. I'm going to stop for a break, and then as I go across, I'm going up the A14, and I think I'll be stopping at probably at Bothwell services, and either having a bite to eat, get some breakfast. Well, I'll have breakfast at where I'm tipping here, but get me head down for an hour. So I'm knackered, and then head over to this place. Hopefully get loaded. If not, I'll just have to fucking wait it out. And see what time it is as to how far I get back. But I'm only doing like a 13-hour stint today. I keep it under 13 hours because, well, if you start at 2:30 in the morning, don't fucking expect me to do a 15-hour day. That ain't gonna fucking happen. So I'm going to be doing under a 13, and I'll be taking 11 off. Got my second jab on Friday, so I'm back Thursday night. But obviously not working Saturday or Sunday, so I don't know how it's going to affect me. The first one knocked me about a bit, so I don't know. Everyone says something different, don't they? So I've got no idea. So we'll see. And I've got to go to Bournemouth for it. So we'll play all that by ear. Truck's in for service Thursday night, so I'll get back, drop the truck off, and then get myself home. Approaching the outskirts of Oxford. Don't know weekend, went up to Nottingham on Saturday. Took our daughter up from Nottingham Uni. She's completed her first year, which has flown by, but it hasn't been the experience that I think, well, that we hoped for her. She hasn't been able to go out, you know. It's supposed to be okay, I know it's hard work and all the rest of it, but you know, she's academically pretty bright. Well, she's very bright. So she could have done with a few good nights out, and she hasn't had it, you know. She's got part of the uni experience, really, I guess. I mean, I never did it, so I'm only surmising. But yeah, and Nottingham's a good place. I've been out on a couple of nights out in Nottingham. It's good. It's good place. Plenty of pubs and clubs, so someone that's 18, 19 should be having a whale of a time. But of course, they've been sort of, you know, confined to barracks, haven't they? I also know what that feels like. Shit. So yeah, so she's back home again now. We went up, one hit, drove up there, loaded the car up, which, I mean, she did a good job of packing everything up, must admit. Loaded the car up in 10 minutes, and then we were back on our way again. So back down. Went up in one hit, yielded, and then stopped in Newbury services on the way back down, cheaply. Had to park like a normal person in the car park. Well, I might have fun. 6-mile limit up here, so there's no point in trying to overtake. So yeah, it's going to be a short week this week. Oh, there's a deer in that field. I don't know if you saw it. I doubt it. So there's plenty of content gone up, as you'll have seen. Most of them have been fairly long videos, I think, half hour plus, some a bit longer. But what do you think about that? I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. Like I said a little while back, and like I often do say actually, is that, you know, I do this as a record for me. But I'm also aware that, you know, people, you know, that folk do watch this, and they watch it all the way through, and you know, often leave comments, and which I'm really grateful, and it's quite humbling, to be honest with you. I didn't ever expect that. Yeah, it's very. So I feel it. You know, I feel like I don't want to bore people to death. You know, if you like, I'm pleasantly surprised that people seem to like it. You know, so yeah, you know, I said all along as well that this is not a channel to watch if you want to know the technical side of trucking, because, hey, what do I know? You know, I don't. So I'm not going to show you reversed into bays and long-winded, well, not long-winded, but you know, like the technical aspect of like coupling up and swapping the legs, trailer swapping and all that malarkey. No, ain't gonna happen. That's not what I'm all about, and that's not what this is all about. You know. It doesn't bother me if I forget how to uncouple a trailer in my later years. It's quite an important factor for me. But driving along through the countryside and me generally talking bollocks, well, yeah, that is fairly important to me. So, yeah, no, it's difficult to draw a balance between. But I quite like doing them, to be honest with you. It gives me, well, not something to do, because that's slightly wrong. I've got plenty of things to do. I never get bored. And actually doing the videos is quite time consuming at a weekend. You know, because you've got to sort of semi-watch the footage. And then you've got to download the footage off the camera. Then you've got to piece it all together and edit it, which I don't do a great deal of, to be totally honest with you. I'll get by this slope, I think I can. Go on then, let's go. Up a notch. And yeah, you know, it takes a bit of time to edit. And then you got once you've done that and it's all pieced together, that takes time. And then you got to upload it, and that takes time as well. And then you got to do the thumbnail, that takes time. Then you got to upload it to YouTube itself, that all takes time. And so yeah, it's quite time consuming. It's I would hazard a guess that for every video that goes up, whatever length for that video is, say it's half hour, it'll probably take an hour and a half of mucking around to get it done. Maybe sometimes even longer. And I don't tend to edit too much. I mean, what you see here is basically, I don't cut bits out. You see the warts and all. I just piece it all together. Yeah, I'm not into editing all the. I was watching someone the other day, and they said that they'd recorded something like 4 or 5 hours of footage, and out of that 4 or 5 hours, they make a 20-minute video. Fucking hell. I don't, bumpy. I just couldn't, nah. And he also said he'd spend about 7 or 8 hours doing that. So, yeah, no. That ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. So we'll shortly be approaching the roundabout. You've seen all this a million times. So I'll probably put you on when I come out of Wellingborough, as I come out. Yeah, I don't know, I might put you on as I go in. I don't know. Well, I'll make it up as I go along, you know that by now. But look, I suppose the one thing I'm trying to say is that I'm just really grateful that people are watching this, and you're enjoying it, and you're leaving comments for me, and yeah, I'm just quite humbled by it really, and it's and as much as I'm doing this for me, like I say, I'm just glad people are enjoying it. Yeah, no, anyway, I'm talking total bollocks, so I'm going to speak to you all later. Hello! So we're just scooting around the edge of Northampton now. Not far away, 20 minutes. Traffic light. Clouds beginning to break. Fog's cleared. All is well. All is clear. Afterburners on. Off. Pretty light today. I don't know what the weight is of this box that it's done. Oh, there's no weight on board. Not even 7 or 8 tonne. I reckon it's only probably about 8 tonne. Been to this place for, I don't know, half a dozen times. So no dramas when I get there. Sometimes you can go straight on the base, sometimes they keep you hanging about for half hour. Normally you're pretty much straight onto a base. Mind you, I think I've been here before and they refused to load. I had to go somewhere else in the end. I had to go over to Milton Keynes. But that was just before Christmas. Right, it's going to change here. Bit tight through here. Got to make sure the back wheels don't go up over the curbs really here. Keep it out to the right a little bit. Give you a bit of space on the left there. Still brush up against them, it's still pretty tight there. None of the verges have been cut here, which I'm quite pleased about. Good for the wildlife, good for the bees. We've got a bush outside our house, which when it flowers, it swarms with bees. Just brilliant to see. I love it. If I had room, I'd have a hive. But yeah, lovely to see the bees feeding off the, their legs. They're full of nectar. I love seeing shit like that. Got before the line. Oh no, not yet. Fire station to me right. Good to go. And an ambulance station as well. Getting another tight one here. Let me out. Carry along on this road for 2 miles. It's supposed to be really warm this week. I must remember to charge my fan up. Past the old road sweeper. A45 now, eastbound, heading towards Wellingborough. Far away now. seen a few coaches on the road today though. I suppose, yeah. School bus, that's why. That one anyway. But I've seen a few coaches this morning, which was way too early for a school run. That I suspect is going out to start a run into the schools. Oh, I remember when I used to do that. Fucking horrible it was. Little buggers. I remember once there was a run that I didn't know. I knew the route. I knew where to go. But it wasn't. I didn't know where all the pickup points were. So I said to the first few kids that got on, I said, let me know where all the pickup points are, where we're picking up all your mates. Yeah, no problem. Did they fuck? Because there's not bus stops. Sometimes it's like picking up from outside houses or at the bottom of a lane or all sorts of weird and wonderful places that you'd only know if you knew, you know. If you don't get given any of that information, you're supposed to know. God only knows. And all of a sudden you look at the mirrors, there's kids running down the lane after you. This is that when you're picking up around the villages. Fucking hell. I remember once they got back to the yard and they said, you didn't pick up such and such. I said, well, exactly where was it I was supposed to pick them up from? And well, it's outside this house. I said, oh no, yeah, I know where that house is. I said, there was no one there when I went by. He said, no, they wait in the kitchen. You stop and they wait in the kitchen, look out the kitchen window. When you turn up, they walk out the front door. I said, well, how am I supposed to know that? Did you tell me that? No. I said, well then. Telepathic? Oh dear. Oh, he's smoking a bit. What's going on there? Little truck stopping there. But again, that's the sort of place where you've got to get there really early, otherwise you've got no chance, because there's not even any room once you're in there to get turned around and get back out again. I don't know if I normally come in this hill, whether I normally turn left a little while back. I can't remember. Daisies growing up on the sides of the verge. Beautiful. More over there to the right. I went past somewhere earlier and it was a big embankment. And it was just a sea of white with the little yellow heads, you know, little yellow, like the middle bit of the daisy. Beautiful, bud. See, all these white bits, it's all daisies. Lots of clumps of them. going to be approaching the roundabout. We're going to be hanging a left here. Holly Cat Schools. What's that on the back of that minibus? A load of roadworks down here the other day. Last time I come through it. I don't know if that's still there. Yeah. Big roundabout here. What? Oh, there's a bit of a dip in the road. They have put in a big roundabout here. Wow. It's a monster. Can't go around it yet. Still in a 30. Well, I'm nearly here. Excuse me. So, I'm going to more or less turn you off, I think. I'll put you on when I'm leaving here, when I know roughly what the score is. on my way to wherever I'm going next. I don't even know the name of the place. I know where I'm going, but I don't know the name. Anyway, I'll speak to you later on.